payments and some of the things that you want to look out for if you are accepting payments as a creative entrepreneur. So I've gotten this question so many times in the past as to what program to use, what's the best way to accept payments, which one's better, which one's different, why is this one better than the other, which one goes through your system, all kinds of different ways to figure out how to accept payments from customers. And I always tell people I use all of them. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you use something that is easy for you to use, mobile, depending on the kind of thing, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and then what works best with your system, your accounting system, or however you are doing your bookkeeping. So we're going to look at some of those things today. Let's start with the best way to accept payments. So this will differ as to what type of art you do or what type of creative entrepreneur you are, but you want to think about how you're going to accept payments. So let's say you're working trade shows. So you're an artist, you produce during the winter time, and then summer you spend all summer going from show to show to show to show. And you are accepting payments, selling your wares, whatever. That is probably the best way to do that is to use a program similar to Square. Now, Square is a program that comes with a little, I don't even have one here with me, but it comes with a little card reader. If you sign up with Square, which is free to sign up, they send you the card reader for free. So I've had people in the past say, well, I'm going to go and buy a card reader because they saw it at Staples or somewhere. Those are replacement ones. If you're signing up with Square, then they will send you one as part of their program, or at least that's the way they did when I signed up. So I wouldn't go buy one. I would just sign up with Square. Now, what's the benefits of using Square? Square is basically the same price as the rest when it comes to fees. So stuff like, I don't know, and it'll probably change, but basically it's around 3% of whatever you sell is what Square makes in order to finance the project. So that's why it's free for you. So they make money every time that you, sell something and use their system. Now, the nice thing that I like about Square is A, you have the card reader. B, it's mobile. It works with your phone, your tablet, whatever you use. So it's good. You can have that. You got a cash register right in your hand. 3, it gives you reports. So the nice thing is it gives you a report. If you're doing a trade show, no matter whether you use a card or whether you use cash, you can have it so that it shows you all the sales you've made that day, which are really, really helpful as far as reporting on income for the day and finding out how much you actually made. So the reporting is crazy. Now, it does allow you to do some invoicing. You can create a custom invoice, and you can create an online store, if you will, to sell your stuff there. So Square is a really good one. If you have nothing and you don't even know where to start, Square would be a good one if you think you're going to be outside of your office or wherever you sell your payments. So if you're going to be at trade shows or you're going to be selling at different festivals, those kind of things, Square is certainly one of the top ones I would go with. Okay, we've used them for years. Still use them only when we do trade shows. I don't use them any other time, but I do use them for trade shows. And we used to use them for everything, and then we've just got some other systems. So Square is a number one for me. And by the way, I don't get any money from these companies as to, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not selling for them. I'm just telling you which ones are best for us. So Square is certainly one of the top ones in my book. The second one, if you have nothing, would probably be PayPal. Probably most people have a PayPal account, right? So if you set up a PayPal account, you can sell online. You can actually sell, I think they've moved it now to where they have a card reader as well for PayPal. And so with PayPal, you can sell it online. And even if you didn't have the card reader, you could, someone could send you, using email, they could send you a payment that way and you can accept it into your account. Now, the one thing, before I get too far into PayPal, the one thing with Square is that it automatically deposits into your account. This is important to know. So you have to have a business account for pretty well most of these systems. And if you do, Square automatically deposits the money into your account in 48 hours. And that is really good. Read the fine print. Again, I'm I haven't used them as much in a while, but that was one thing that I liked, is that it was automatic payment. Back to PayPal. PayPal, you have to go in and withdraw that money. So all that money is going to go into a PayPal holding account for you. When you are ready, you withdraw it and you transfer it to your bank account. You can hook it up. It's fairly seamless. It's just you have to remember to go in and get that money. That's the one drawback I found with PayPal over Square, but both are good. Both I use because I use PayPal more for online transactions, sending people money, paying for certain vendor services, those kind of things. So PayPal is still a really good one. It was one of the first. It's probably one of the most trusted. And there's lots of things you can do, from setting up buttons online. If you need a button for your website and you want to sell a book or whatever it is, PayPal is certainly one of the ones to do that. You can do it with Square too. PayPal is certainly one of the benefits. The one thing I didn't mention with Square, which I just want to mention here now, is that it also offers you to set up your items. So if you're doing a trade show, you don't have to set up, you can set up an item once and boom, you click that item, it gives everything right there, and you can send the customer a good receipt. So Square and PayPal are good ones if you have nothing and you're looking to get started selling at fairs or festivals.